What's up guys, it's Coach Meite here for leanmusclemethod.com, and today I want to talk about the concept of muscle confusion and how it's potentially killing your gains. Now, what do I mean by that? Have you ever found yourself going to the gym and kind of wandering around and just trying random stuff just to kind of shock the muscles? Or maybe you found a program on Google, or maybe you saw your favorite Instagrammer doing something new and you're like, you know what, I'm going to shock the muscle, I'm going to confuse the muscle to get it to grow because I'm just not making any progress. Now, I'm going to suggest that's just not the right way to go about it. Muscle confusion is a real thing. It's something that you can apply to your training, but so long as you can apply it in the right way. And most people go about it in the wrong way by just doing random things and hoping they're going to get a result. Now, watch the next few minutes and I will share with you the secret to make the most out of this concept. Alright, so here's the lowdown on muscle confusion. Your body is this absolutely amazing machine that has this ability to adapt to stimulus. Okay, so what that means is that when you train, right, when you do something over and over, eventually your body adapts to this stress. And so what that means is you need to do something different in order to continue growing. What most people do, right, you'll go in and you'll try one exercise, and then maybe the next session you try something different to kind of keep the muscles guessing, but that just doesn't work, because in order for your muscles to grow, they need to have an increasing amount of stress. Okay, we call that progressive overload. Okay, so you need to increase the stress over time. You need to give your reason, or your muscles, a reason to change. So let's say, for example, that you can bench you can bench your body weight. Let's say I'm 80 kilos. Let's say you can bench 80 kilos for 10 reps. And if in 3 months I'm still benching 80 kilos for 10 reps, potentially nothing has happened. I haven't made any progress. I haven't increased the stimulus. And so I'm not giving my body a reason to change. Essentially, what needs to happen is I don't need to change the exercise. I just need to increase the stress. Okay, so there's so many ways you can do that. You can increase how many reps you do, right? So instead of doing 10 reps, maybe I'm going for 11 reps or 12 reps. Or you can increase how much weight you lift. So instead of lifting 80 kilos, then I could go for 82.5 or 85, right? So over time, I could try to increase and progress that way. Or I can just increase the amount of work that I do in one workout. So instead of doing, say, 3 sets, then I can do 4 sets, right? So these are all the little things that you can do in order to keep your muscles guessing, to keep your muscles confused and get them to grow. Okay, so you don't necessarily need to do a different exercise altogether, although you can do that over time, right? So I'm going to talk about that in another video about how you can use different exercises to keep your muscles kind of guessing. But you don't need to do that every single day. Matter of fact, you don't need to do that for probably about a month, 2 months, maybe even 6 months. I'll tell you, even for myself, I have used the exact same program for a period of 6 months. And so long as you're seeing progress, so long as you're able to apply these principles that I spoke about, then you don't need to change anything and your muscles will continue to grow. Because guess what? You're confusing them by just changing one little variable, increasing either the reps, increasing the sets, or increasing the load. So there's all these little things that you can do. There are even more things that you can do, right? I can talk about again in different video, but I just kind of like wanted to set the record straight on muscle confusion. Don't confuse that for just doing any random exercise every day, because that just doesn't work. How are you supposed to track progress if you do something different every day? So if today you do a bench press, and then the next day you do push-ups, and then the day after that you do, a flat dumbbell press, or whatever it may be, a machine press, you're always changing things. It's almost impossible to track progress. It's really hard to tell whether you're getting any better. So that's why I'm going to suggest just stick to what you're doing, okay? Just stick to one plan, stick to one program, and don't kind of confuse yourself by trying out so many different things, not knowing what's actually going to work, okay? Stick to the basics is what I always suggest. So that's my take on muscle confusion. If you found that useful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up because it helps the channel. I'm really trying to put out more content right now. And if you haven't already, do consider subscribing, and I will catch you guys in the next video, okay? See you next Tuesday.